This is Laura Duncan from CSMS. Today we'll be solving quadratic equations on the calculator. But first, let's take a trip down memory lane and have you solve the first equation by factoring. So remember, the sum is 5x and the product is negative 6x squared. So that would give us x plus 6 and x minus 1. Now we'll separate them and solve. Each factor will be set equal to 0. And then we'll solve like an equation. So one solution is x is negative 6, and the other solution is x equal 1. So the two solutions are negative 6 and 1. Now let's see how to do that using your calculator. Now when we're talking about solutions, we're talking about the x-intercepts on the graph. Other words for this would be solutions, roots, zeros, x-intercepts. Oh my, they mean the same thing. Take a moment and jot down those vocabulary words. Now let's graph the quadratic equation that we just found. Go into your y equals and clear it out. Next, put in the quadratic equation, x squared plus 5x minus 6. Go ahead and press graph and you can take a look at it. Notice that the vertex is a minimum value. The second thing is very important. Put 0 into your y2 value. That allows us to see the solutions. Now what we're doing is we're finding an intersection here. The intersections are going to be right here and right here. And what's intersecting is the quadratic function here and the other line, y equals 0. We're trying to find the intersections because where they intersect here are the solutions. Now to find those solutions or x-intercepts, we'll press second trace, and we're looking for an intersection, number 5. Get very close to the x-intercept. Press enter, 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 and then you find the intersection. Now we're going to find the intersection of the second point. So scroll on over using your cursor to the second intersection, very close to it. Once you get close to it, press enter, 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 and then it will give you the intersection. So the x-intercepts are negative 6, 0 and 1, 0. When you compare the x-intercepts to the solutions that we found, you can deduce that they are exactly the same thing. Now there's one caveat in what we've done. If you're finding the intersection of the quadratic function and y equals 0, you must have the line y equals 0 in the second equation in y equals. Otherwise, there will be nothing to intersect and you will not be able to find the solutions. Now let's put it all together. You'll graph the quadratic equation and find the x-intercepts, solutions, factors, vertex, and the y values for each of the given x values. Then sketch the graph to find the axis of symmetry. First, go to y equals and enter the equation there. X squared minus 8x plus 15. Now you can look at the graph, but don't forget to put y equals 0 for the second equation. Otherwise, you don't have an intersection. So to find the intersections or roots, you'll go to Second Calc and intersect. Go very close to one of the x-intercepts. Press enter, enter, enter. And then you'll find that one to be x equals 3. Now do the whole process again for the second intersection. Second Calc, number 5, enter, enter, enter. And we find that it is 5, 0. Now let's begin synthesizing some of this. For the x-intercepts, we found them to be 3, 0 and 5, 0. So the solutions or roots or x-intercepts are 3 and 5. Now think backward. If x equals 3, then the factors would have to be x minus 3 times the other factor is x equals 5. It'd have to be x minus 5. Those are the two factors that we set equal to 0. Now let's find the vertex. The vertex we can find after we found the axis of symmetry. So let's do this first, and then we can look at the vertex. The axis of symmetry is found, remember it's an x equals equation. This formula is on your formula chart. It's negative b over 2a. So going back to our equation, the b is negative 8, so it'd be 8 over 2 times the a value, which was 1. So that means the axis of symmetry is not 4. The axis of symmetry is a line. It's x equals 4. Now the axis of symmetry goes through the vertex. Since we know the x value is 4, what we need to do is find out what the y value would be. So we'll simply go back to the equation and substitute 4 into the x value. And what we're trying to do is find the y value so that we have the vertex. Once you evaluate that, you'll find that your y value is negative 1. So the vertex is 4, negative 1. Now to find some values, remember, go back to your calculator, press second, trace, and number 1. If x is equal to 1, y is equal to 8. And if x is equal to 8, y is equal to 15. Now we'll begin sketching our quadratic equation. Begin with the vertex. The vertex is at 4, negative 1. So it may be helpful to draw some tick marks for yourself to give yourself a sense of scale. Please also label the vertex. We know the point 1, 8 is on the graph. So go ahead and sketch that point. 815 may not be on the graph. However, we do know the solutions, 3, 0 and 5, 0. So 3, 0 would be right here. And then 5, 0 would be right here. Please label those points. And then you'll carefully go through the points that you've drawn and draw arrows at the end of your quadratic function. Please remember to label 3 or 4 points when you're drawing your quadratic function. Also keep in mind we don't graph the axis of symmetry, but just be aware that on either side of the axis of symmetry you should have symmetrical functions. Let's look at number 4. It says solve each quadratic equation. When it says solve, it means to find the x-intercepts. So you'll do that by going to your calculator and putting this equation into y equals. Into the second equation, remember to put y equals 0 and use the second trace intersect to find the zeros, solutions, or x-intercepts. Pause the video here and try number 4 on your own. On number 4, the solutions are -1 4/10 and 1/10. Let's look at number 5. Number 5 is not quite ready to go because we need to get the 2 on this side so that this will be in standard form. So we have 7x squared plus 2x minus 2 equals 0. We'll put this in the y1, and remember in the y2, we'll put that equal to 0. Find the roots. Please pause the video here while you do so. So rounded to the nearest tenth, we have -7/10 and 4/10. Please look at number 6. What has to be done to make this in standard form? We'll have to add 9x to each side of the equation. Now as you rearrange this so that it is in standard form. You'll put this part of the equation into y1, and remember y2 will be set equal to 0. Now as you do this and put it into your calculator, you'll notice something odd about it. Now in your calculator, you should be able to see that this quadratic function doesn't intersect the x-axis, and that means there is no solution. And that's your answer. If it doesn't intersect the x-axis, there are no x-intercepts, there are no roots, there are no solutions. Please try number 7 on your own. For number 7, you should have found the solutions as 7/10 and 1 8/10. Now finally, you'll find the vertex of that equation algebraically. What is the axis of symmetry? You must show work. So to find the vertex, they've given us a hint. This is where we start, the axis of symmetry. Now the axis of symmetry is an x-equal equation. This is on your formula chart, and it's -b over 2a. Remember your a, b, and c. So the opposite of b is -4, so the opposite of -4 is +4, over 2a. So 2 times -2. That would be 4 over -4, which would be equal to -1. So the axis of symmetry is x equals -1. It is an equation of a line. However, it asked for the vertex. The vertex is an xy value. Well, the vertex has the same x value as our axis of symmetry. All we have to do is go back to our equation here and substitute our x value into the equation. The biggest mistake made is you forget to put that -1 in parentheses, and it causes all sorts of problems. So -1 squared would be +1. So then you find that the y value is equal to -5. So the vertex would be found at -1, -5. The lesson is yours.